It's a mod for the character cards. Dry Rains reskins. It does. That does character cards and in game or in battle as well. Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Slayers, vengeance.
Vengeance. All right, you guys.
Vengeance begin.
There. Oh, we got. Hang on a second. That's right. There's a bunch of guys coming out from behind us. Fuck their day up. This map is really, really long, and Undead are not known for being particularly fast outside of their flyers, so we should be able to rip these guys up really quickly before anything even really happens.
The clans unite. Victory will be ours.
Go.
For the ancestors.
I'm sick of seeing 3 cloned bald men happening in armies. That's fair. That's fair. There we go. All right. I like the little hats that he gives the skeleton warriors. It's one of my favorite things about the reskin mod. It's just a little hat for the skeleton warriors. It amuses me. All right. Let's go.
Pump those orphan legs with a Karak Kadrin.
Hello, Terrorgeists. Alright, let's try to focus. Of course, he's going to do a bunch of damage with his breath attacks, because, you know, it's a computer. Alright, let's get these charged. Get the charges going in so we get the full charge bonus. More Slayers. Let's pull that before the Terrorgeist lands on us. Of course, we weren't able to take down the Terrorgeist before they landed on us. You know, go figure. Shoot that. That thing should be dead here very shortly. Can we kill that off, please? Yeah, I'm gonna just pull this and run away from him. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Didn't have to. He died. That's dead. Probably doing more damage with my ranged attacks right now to myself than I am to the enemy. Alright, let's turn you guys around. Head up this way. We've got a couple of guys left here, but otherwise... Well, actually, here, let's take this and move it out here, and I'll just grab, like, one guy here and deal with that. These guys are burning to death, so we'll just let them burn.
For the ancestors.
Go up here. Bring the engineer up to the guns so we can actually pull ballistic calibrations, and I'll pull you up here as well. This guy's just standing out here getting shot in the... Oh, my gosh, well... Oh, morale is just like, nope. What are you doing, son? He's limping his way home now. I have made a horrible mistake. Bounced twice. Alright, we should be good for ballistic calibrations now, so we'll pull that. Let's get you here. Poor giant deformed bat thing. The computer is busy being the computer. He's actually, like, committing suicide with some of the units I was most concerned about having to deal with, so I'm okay with this, I guess. I should switch one cannon up to shoot this Terrorgeist out of the sky. Start shooting this Mortis engine too. See if we can't knock this Terrorgeist down. What level are my cannons? No, I guess my cannons are not super high level. No underway allowed? That'd be a freaking pain in the ass. Alright, here we go. Here comes the, Oh, never mind. Change their mind. This is freaking bizarre. Not unheard of for the computer, though. Another standard day in the life of Total War AI. Undead Demon. Appreciate that follow. Hope you're doing well. Alright, you guys go this way. Let's turn some of you archers out that direction. We'll turn some of you archers out this direction. We want to make sure we charge these guys because we want to get our charge bonus off our Slayers. Single Slayers do not have any form of charge resistance. There's no reason for them not to just run at people.
Go! Plow through! Slayers! They have wronged us!
Oh, we
The
want
mountain and
to try to finish off this freaking mortis engine.
Yes! Vengeance! Slayers! Nothing can stop us!
Alright, you guys
Ready axes!
just roll up on that.
Reach fast! For the ancestors!
He's just kind of standing over there taking it on the chin, so I guess we'll let him.
Strike out! Slayers! Hadouken!
I wish there was just there were ones that just improve unit cards and actual unit reskins. I mean, there might be. I just haven't really looked for them.
Rune of smiting upon them! Ready to strike! Obey me! Slayers!
So I've just been using, like I said, I've just been using dry range reskins, and I've been fairly satisfied with it overall. So.
Wall of vengeance!
All right, set that up.
Runes are cast! Slayers!
There we go. Swing this stuff around. How are we doing, Slayer HP wise? Yeah, pretty okay.
We have scores to settle! Move now!
Might want to move these guys out of it. They're down to 12.
Plow through!
As long as they don't drop below 4, we're good. Oh, I've got other Slayers back here not doing anything.
Go! Vengeance! Slayers!
Alright, it's over.
Relax!
It's over.
No! Yes, Lord! Understood! They have wronged us!
Man.
No!
As I shoot my own retreating guys.
Slayers!
Good job, cannons. Way to go. Boop. Alright. Don't throw an army of primarily cav and monster units against a army of primarily giant slayers. Who knew? Still got mildly upset that I wasn't able to take out at least even one of those terror guys before it hit my line when they came on. My gosh, look at all that raised dead. I mean, he did lose his entire army, so I guess he gets lots of die rolls on it. Well, we'll chase him down next turn. Like, this army is pretty much still like a full army. It's just really beat up. He got to retain most of his units. And Sartosa is destroyed. Goodbye, Sartosa. Nobody liked you. Freaking Kislev. They go, are they attacking me here, or are they just chilling? Looks like Isabella might have backed off. Slightly. A bunch of technology stolen. Okay. Whatever. How much tech? Even with all the tech stolen, I'm still at 162%. Right, so that's building up.
No.
Oh.
Do not mistake me for a fool.
You... Let's... Okay, we got requisition maxed out. Extra powder. That'll be nice.
Let us begin.
Chase this asshole down. Come back. Come back here, you. Alright, so we just need to keep a couple of the Slayers out of the fight. We'll be fine. Of course, by the time I'm finished dealing with these two armies, he will have built another 2 to 3 armies, because, you know, it's the undead, and they just replenish like crazy mad balls. Alright, let's see. You and you. I think that's it. I think we're good. Everybody else should be good to charge.
Yes. Slayers.
I think we're probably just going to run at them here. I don't think we really need to get fancy. Literally just running and screaming.
We will have vengeance.
I mean, I guess I could shoot them with the cannons for a little bit before I start running and screaming.
Cannon.
I suppose. It's not very Slayerly of us, though. Alright. Let's kind of centralize this guy a little bit. A little bit more. Alright, well. We're good enough cover. Again, we don't need to get stupid fancy about this. He's pretty beat up already. Let's take out this mortar engine, at least the guns, before we get going.
There's nothing I can't fix.
So I said the group number is just control and then the key. So control 1, control 2. And then you just hit the key number to bring it back up.
For the ancestors.
Alright, you guys start looping around this way. Alrighty. If we can knock this out before we charge, that'd be nice. There we go, we did. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Bring you in as well. Fortunately, Slayers are fast, so you like outrun my leadership all the time. This charges off. So we get within range here of a lot of people. There we go. Get that melee defense up. Heroes are tearing people up as well. I think we're just gonna have the guns stop firing before they tear up my own troops. See anybody that particularly needs a DOT on them? I guess, sure. Doesn't really matter. There's no ghost fellows out here, so it doesn't really matter who I hit with the DOT. It's the Ancestor Rune. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh look, a button to hit, and then I'm reminded that it just gives me Unbreakable. I really need to give him anything other than this. I think it's so trash, particularly when you're playing the army composition I'm playing. It's not great when you're not only playing Slayers. What's my plan super late game? I mean, this is like turn 200 and something. It's like 270 or something on those lines. So, I don't really think I need a better plan. I think this plan is working. And besides, Dwarven artillery is boring. I prefer running and screaming. That strategy's been played out.
On to glory for the ancestors. Summon me if you dare.
Yeah, we are turn 278, so if we are not in the ultra late game or the super late game, we are at least in the late game. Oh, defense.
For the wisdom of Valea.
If you're going already heavy, then Skaven or Empire are more fun. This is true. This is true. I just got off playing a Skaven campaign as well, so you know we're good. We're good on that nonsense. Basically, the reason why I have cannons around is to defeat enemy artillery, essentially for counter battery. Obviously, the vampires don't have artillery.
What?
But it's the main reason to have cannons, to bust through the walls, to counter battery enemy artillery, so you don't have to worry about it, and to goad the computer into coming forward. Iron Drakes are pretty fun for melting zombies. Indeed. Unfortunately, Iron Drakes have like 100 and some nonsense level of armor, so I can't build them. How much armor do Iron Drakes have? Something ridiculous. 125? Yeah. Chaos do though. Yes, exactly. Which is one of the reasons I keep the cannons around. And I haven't plussed them out of my army. I actually just used them to destroy some hell cannons here fairly recently because Chaos decided they wanted to show up and be assholes. Alright. Yeah. See, I'm destroying vampire armies. He's got 3 of them sitting here again.
I'll have your soul.
These Slayer Drakes, no armor, but more DACA.
Master of
Slayers with assault rifles. Alright. Walls up here. And let's see. That. We're at 11 right now for public orders, so we can probably just get more cash. Can I resurrect Ikan this game? I don't know, but it's probably not going to happen because the because Skaven Blight's taken by the Tomb Kings, so. I mean, Ikan exists as a faction.
time for
Yeah, I mean,
reckoning.
not anymore. Obviously, they're dead, but like, Skaven Blight is a faction. It's just, yeah, unless this rebels, which maybe it will. I guess the computer owns it, so who the hell knows? I wish Chaos Invasions would happen multiple times. Like, if you defeated them, they could show up 50 turns later just to throw a monkey wrench in the top section of the right of the map. I mean, if
What needs to be done? The axe, the
Chaos Invasions were interesting at all to fight, I would be down with that. But seeing as how Chaos Invasions are essentially just tedium incarnate, I would not be quite as keen. It's not a great mechanic in the first place, so I don't really feel like having more of it would add to the game.
The Slayer in me seeks death. Forwards! Lord of Clan Morgan!
Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to have this Garrison knock this off of us, because, well, it's frickin' Skeleton Spearmen, and we got Iron Drakes, so... Or Iron Breakers and Iron Drakes. So we're just going to auto-calculate that, because there's really no reason for us to fight that.
Vengeful Runelord!
Man, I freaking hate this, this glitch, I guess? I don't know if you call it glitch or just like a bad line of code or something that makes your frame rate tank when you're in underway.
It's as good as done.
Look at that, it's terrible. And then, oh look, nice and smooth.
For the ancestor
Drives me
gods.
crazy. Alright, well, we'll get this guy some regeneration, I guess. That was a good mechanic in Warhammer 1. It wasn't terrible in Warhammer 1, because there was less of it, I guess. So it was a little more isolated. It was a little bit more of like the end game. Essentially, it was like the end game. Yeah, the double throne. Yeah, I think that's a glitch that's occurring because the save is older. So some kind of weird nonsense going on.
Ready to serve! The clans unite!
Clans unite. But it was more of like an endgame crisis in Warhammer 1, and then basically after you defeated the Chaos Invasion, the game was pretty much over at that point, for the most part. But in this one, like, the Chaos Invasion shows up, you have to deal with it, and then you kill it, and then you got like another 100 turns or something to play sometimes, even, depending on what faction you're playing as.
Cannon! The runes glow!
Alright. The runes glow.
War of vengeance!
He is...
Hey!
This is not exactly a great thing for the undead to have these choke points. It's not like they have any way to really take advantage of it. It's better for me.
Will do.
Choke points are good for the side with the fire superiority, and I definitely have the fire superiority.
At once! Kazook! Plow
Kazook!
Move!
Can't really exploit a choke point very easily if you don't have range superiority.
Cut their heads, sticking tongues out!
I mean, you can if the enemy doesn't have any ranged either, but if they have any ranged at all, then you're suddenly just a target.
Let the vengeance begin!
Alright, let's stack you guys up here.
Anu!
Oh, he's gonna fly out? Okay.
Strike out! Nothing can stop us! Go! Charge!
What you doing, son?
Go!
There it is.
Alert! Blow through! Move!
You guys charge that. You guys are taking a good amount of damage.
It is a reckoning!
You guys charge backwards at these dudes. Let's get these. The Rangers pulled back. Alright, push you guys up this way. Get some dudes coming around this. Coming around the flank here. But we should be able to deal with the majority of this enemy that's coming out at us before those guys can even hit us. They're mostly grave guards, so they're stupid slow.
Attack the axe! For the cannons and go!
These regular Slayers should do a pretty good number on this Vargolf because it has low armor.
They have wronged us! Charge!
Hello, Isabella.
Brace fast! Brace fast! Pump those dwarven legs! Slayers! To the fall!
That.
Slayers! Down! Vengeance!
5 cav units charging in my Rangers. Just let it happen.
Nothing can stop us!
The Rangers have charge defense against large, so just let them soak that charge. Oh, alright, well that's a little bit more problematic. That charge is a little bit more annoying. You guys get in there. Let's get in there. That up. Move you up. We've got another dot we can throw it on somebody. We'll just throw it down on somebody random. Whatever.
Slayers! Kill them! Scuff!
How are we doing over here? We are totally in the clear. Cool. So that way, how are we doing back here anyways? Not great. Alright.
Charge! We are relentless!
Isabella just flying around in the background.
Pick your targets well! We are relentless! Aye! Strike out! Drain them!
One unit of... Is this Blood Knights? Is that what the... No, that's Black Knights with Barding. Okay.
Vengeance!
They're just being really, really, really
Kazoo!
problematic for some reason.
Aye! Attack the orcs! Kill the old splitters! For the Karak.
Go away, Isabella.
We demand blood! Ready! Understood!
Summon zombies as well.
Slayers!
Push you guys in here.
Move to attack!
That.
Understood, Lord! I will do it!
Kill that shit.
Shoot the Wazuks!
So is one. So is one unit of cav that just refuses to die and runs around all over the place.
By the gears of Shufma!
There we go.
Nothing can stop us! Master of runecraft! It'll get done! Slayers!
Slayers. Goodbye, corpse cart. Re-deaded even. Can with just troops, but want them to feed and then choke. You have your units box them in at the same time. Any artillery support on their side will chew through your troops, so you want to back up as well. Yeah, I mean, so you're still not really benefiting from the choke point all that much because you're just getting destroyed by ranged units. If neither of you have any ranged units, then yes, the choke point is good. But the choke point benefits the person that has the ranged units.
Yes.
More than the person, because basically you turn the other side just turns it into their choke point because they have fire superiority over you. What advantage are you gonna have standing on your end of the choke point getting shot when they can just stand on the other side of the choke point and be like, "Come at us. We're turning your choke point against you."
My anger burns bright. I'm leaving. Iron weld.
Oh my gosh.
Aye up.
Come on, game, really?
It's as good as done.
Trying to kill off my engineer, why don't you?
I'll have your soul.
I'll have your soul. Alright. Also, any of the people with the ranged units don't have to worry about getting flanked by Cav, because if they seize the choke points, then you're just screwed. Anyway, Rabbit. It goes. It goes. Many vampires being slain here today. Just run up here and take the tree, I guess. I suppose I could just run over to the Crag Halls of Findle and grab that, and then double back onto this.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
That's probably what I'll do.
Do not mistake me.
That way I don't have to worry about him, like, running down here and grabbing my shit.
Lord of Clan
Hiya! And we'll Lightning Strike for the extra leadership penalty to the opponent. Ah, this map. I know it well. You're doing a Morrowind run? Do you ever scope out the multiplayer mod for that? No. Nah, I like Elder Scrolls games because they are single player, really. Or one of the reasons I like Elder Scrolls games. It's just fun just adventuring around. I do have an assload of mods installed, though. Over 200, as a matter of fact. So, hopefully nothing breaks.
Runes of power. Take them.
You think campaign skills are worth it for Empire? I'm tempted to get the extra healing. You mean like the, like trooper punishment or whatever? Trooper punishment is always good. Particularly if you don't have like an agent or whatever that does it. 200 mods, that's lightly modded for Morrowind. Oh well, pardon me.
Cannon.
600 plus or bust. 600 plus and bust. So it's modded, but to maintain the vanilla experience, I guess is what it is. I didn't want to put in so many freaking like weird ass mods to make it not feel like the vanilla game, because you could do that. But then you're not playing Morrowind anymore. You're playing adventure game with an Elder Scrolls name on it. You can play Batman in Morrowind. Sure, you can do a lot of things.
They have wronged us. Aye.
I would take the movement, but I gotta pretty much waste 4 skills to get the replenishment. Yeah, if you could, I mean, if you could live without it, obviously it's good, but like depends on like how fast you need to get your armies like continuing to fight. Like you want to keep your stuff, moving forward. So sometimes the skills are not wasted because that replenishment is really, really worth it for the kind of fights you're trying to deal with. All right, well, this is gonna be mildly annoying, but all right, you guys need to get rid of this thing. Obviously, if you can live without it, it's fine, but sometimes it's worth. Kind of situational, I guess.
Understood, Lord. Give me vengeance.
Well, I have a lot of quest mods that are lore friendly. It's just that they're packaged, so they're not like 7 different. So it's like this one mod is a bunch of quests for a city. You know, it's not like I don't have them all individually installed for like every single quest. So there's a bunch of quest mods, but it's like this one mod is like freaking 10, 15 quests or whatever, you know.
Ready to strike! Let us a reckoning for the ancestors! Karduk! It'll get them! Slayers! Nothing can stop us! Race fast! Race fast!
This Terrorgeist refuses to land, which is interesting. Hello, bats.
Slayers! Go! Move now!
There's one unit of Slayers holding off all these frickin' graveyard over here right now. Alright, there we go. Push this back up. Hello, dogs. How are you? Still has not landed that Terrorgeist. Apparently that Terrorgeist just wants to fly around. Independent. Don't need no one telling him what to do.
Defiant and unbound! Strike the runes! Vengeance! Strike out!
Strike out!
Boom! Hello! Will do! Charge!
Good.
Yes! Boom!
That's the other thing about modding is the number of mods is actually fairly relative because you don't know, like, I could have 900 mods worth of fucking bowl textures, or I could have one mod that does like 60 different things, you know, packaged together. So like, number of mods is kind of like is kind of silly to begin with as far as like judging what is actually installed.
Move now!
Why has he not landed this thing yet? Holy shit! My bowls are greater. Actually killing Tyrion right now. My campaign ally is Druki. Holy shit. Hell's going on in your campaign, man? Also, Toon King units pound for pound are weaker than other race equivalents. Oh yeah, we're talking about Lightning Strike or whatever. Arch Infantry are worse. Everyone else is. Can't hear the laugh. Laugh of Ushapti over the roar of my cannons. Alright, let's get this. Well, I made the joke. The one Morrowind mod for Skyrim is worth a full game worth of mods. Yeah, no kidding, right? Alright. Yeah, Best isn't good against large units at all, but, like, cannons are nice, obviously. Anything that's solid shot does pretty well. So essentially, Ushapti are, like, some of the best artillery in the game without being artillery. It's making Teclis mad. It's like some kind of lover spat going on. Well, I'm going to ally with the Druki, and you can't stop me. Oh, don't you do it! Don't you do it! Oh, I just did. God damn it! Oh man, my army of cannons with Bess and 4 mortars has yet to find something it doesn't push over. Call your powder buff skillet. Well, I mean, so... like, Vampire Coasts are ridiculously strong. Like, in general. They're freaking silly. Early game, they're a little bit weak, but... like, they have some of the best gunpowder units in the entire freaking game. Like, when you get outrange wood elves with guns, with zombies... some stupid shit right there. I walked into the Wood Elf Forest and shot all their archers in the face from 1,000 miles away with zombies. Cause frickin' vampire coast, yo.
The axe thirsts for war.
It gets ridiculous as well. It just, the gunpowder units in this game keep getting more and more ridiculous, honestly. Which I guess I'm okay with for the most part, but, you know.
Time for a
Just as long as you don't
reckoning.
fight Bretonia with a bunch of frickin' Griffin Knights or whatever. Or the Royal Hippogriff Knights. You'll be fine.
The throng is mustered.
Royal Hippogriff Knights
Nine.
screw up gunpowder armies. Provided that they're microed properly.
Winds under
This computer is not very
control.
good at, so, you know.
Ready? Aye, it is time.
In a lot of cases, you'll probably still be okay. If as a human player, you'd be dead as shit. 100 melee defense battle pilgrims with silver shields for some reason. It's like that my area of warfire cannons, rattling gunners, and flamethrowers with abominations doesn't push over armies. Alright, let's see. Commandment available. Oh yeah, that's right, the Halls of Findle. Boop.
What needs to be done?
What needs to be done? Okay,
I grow restless.
I think we're done for the turn. I think it's about all we can accomplish. We're cycling a lot of our armies out because we keep taking damage, obviously. It is one of the things about fighting with infantry, is infantry in this game will get attrited when you engage, because you're going to get beat up by something. It has another massive advantage to ranged and gunpowder armies, is that you either win the fight and take few casualties, or you just lose, obviously. So, as long as you keep winning, you can keep pushing really easily, because you don't actually take, like, hardly any casualties at all.
The wisdom of the layer.
Obviously, if you lose, you just lose the entire army, because you're screwed. But on the whole, you're a lot more sustainable as a ranged army. Death Battle series for Warhammer Fantasy? Oh my gosh. There's a project for you. I'm sure there'd be thousands upon thousands of people that would watch that. To be completely and totally honest. White Rabbit's just over here selling ideas. Hear that? Anybody in chat? There you go. There's your new idea. You want to become popular on YouTube? Bam. White Rabbit just freaking sold you an idea. You should thank him. I mean, people, honestly, like, not even joking, people would probably dig the hell out of that. Oh, hello. Hey, Rap Battles Warhammer Edition. Have you seen Death Battles? Where they, like, pin characters up against each other? Okay. I think we'll be fine here. His leaders are fairly low level. This is Ungram Iron Fist himself. And his army is not very good in toto. And the balance of power actually says I'll win. Yeah, Death Battle is pretty good. I am sure there are ones that you would disagree with, but you know, it's the same for anything where you pin X character against X character and have them smash against each other with variables and stuff like that calculated in, you're not always going to agree with the conclusions that the people that made the video came up with, but you know, it's still good.
It is a reckoning!
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm getting sandwiched as well. Oh, sweet. Alright, well, this actually makes things easier for me. Thank you, computer.
Our fire undimmed.
I appreciate you.
No!
Your strange suicidal tendencies.
It is a reckoning!
It indeed is a reckoning.
Slayers!
Slayers! Alright.
Cannon!
I mean, to be fair, some of the battles, they legit straight up get some of the characters' main abilities. Cough, cough, 17 versus Captain Marvel, cough, cough. They're straight up forget. There we go, yeah. Yeah, hang on a second. Before you do it and get timed out by Nightbot, I'll permit you. There you go. Got 60 seconds. Go.
Slayers!
Slayers!
For Grimnir! And
Nice.
yes! Stay as one!
Go!
Runesmith! For the ancestors!
For the ancestors. Go.
Puzzle!
This as well.
Puzzle! Ready to serve! Fire on the four!
You guys. Let's roll you up on this flank. Oh, hang on a second. We gotta shoot these guys down.
Unite!
Ah, damn it. Fucking flyers, man.
Kill orcs! Move!
I was like, let's ignore the fight. Let's go get this engineer on the backside because
Vengeance!
reasons.
Strike out!
God damn it.
For
Also,
the
we got this
ancestor
shit going on. Let's
gods!
pull some of these guys over here.
Axes out! Kill them! Move up!
Pull you guys back over here.
Strike out!
Have I ever played Kenshi? I have not.
The Dawi are ready!
I have not. Let's do this shit as well. Might as freaking well get our abilities rocking.
Ready axes! The runes are cast! Valea's blessing
There we go.
us. Ready to strike!
Have we dealt with this shit yet? Yeah, okay. And all three of our cannons are still intact. We just took some damage. We're alright.
Slayers!
We're alright.
Go! Hump those dwarven legs!
You a fan of Sandbox RPG junk? Yeah, it's alright.
Move! Attack the earth! Move!
Depends on how it's presented, honestly.
Go! Charge! Plow through! Go!
Plow through.
Forward! Slayers! Kazook! Kazook! Slayers! We are relentless!
I've seen like a tiny little bit of gameplay from it, but
Score!
it wasn't something that immediately like gripped me as far as like, at least from an audience standpoint. So I didn't end up watching a ton of it. So, but I have a little bit of understanding of what it's about, at least. All right, let's swing you guys back down this way.
Charge! Plow through! Axes out, lads! Strike out!
Imagine it's one of those games like once you actually understand all the ins and outs of it, it's probably pretty enjoyable.
Kazook! Unlock formation! Move now!
All right, Slayers.
Nothing can stop us.
All right, Slayers. Well, we didn't actually even really take all that much damage. We took about some of the guys took like 50%, but that's not too bad. For Slayers, that's pretty good. Consider we just wiped an entire army. Even though some guys ran into our rangers, we lost a total of 1 ranger, despite them getting like smacked by freaking
Let the vengeance begin!
monster units coming around the flanks.
On the way! Fire on the foe! Shoot the Wazzicks! Go!
I hate having to stand Slayers like in my freaking rangers because I can't deal with, or I can't like do anything about the flyers as the dwarves.
Yes! Yes! Move
Ugh.
now!
I mean, I can shoot them with arrows, obviously, but I can't like pin them down or anything. That's a nice thing about the Skaven is being able to pin down flyers, so you actually can
For the High King! Attack the
have
earth!
to
It is an order!
don't have to run people around all over the place trying to stop them. Just like here, have a spell.
At your command!
Screw you.
Aye.
Hello, bats.
Yes! Yes! Veterans! Bring them! For mountain and home!
I suppose high magic has an anti-flyer spell as well, but
Fire on the foe!
really required for anybody that has high magic.
It is a reckoning! Slayers! Now!
Like elves have their own flyers, and
For the ancestors!
the lizardmen
Ready! Move!
don't really have anything they can capitalize with on it anyway, so it's kind of whatever.
Cannon! By the gears of Super!
Like, haha, you stopped the flyers, and
Move!
I mean, I guess if you had a bunch of stegodons with the freaking bolt throwers on them, capitalize a little bit, but
Yes! Attack the ox!
also the lizardmen don't really care if people land on their artillery in the backfield. It really doesn't matter for the lizardmen, so you don't really have to stop the flyers. You just let them do whatever the hell they're gonna do. Oh, the underground battle map? Yeah, I mean the battle maps in general are pretty freaking dope looking. Like, look at this shit. But so the battle maps are pretty dope looking. At least they did a good job with the exterior stuff. Now some of the issue is that some of the maps in general are not all that great. Be nice if they figured out how to make the maps a little more interesting in general. Like the original maps are not too bad, but some of the newer maps are just like it's a square with lots of trees, and you're just like, okay, cool. I like fighting in trees, I guess. Every once in a while, there's a rock. Alright, so he attacked me in my turn, so I will get I'll get regeneration this turn to heal up. We'll be basically healed back to full, which means we can keep pushing forward and killing these guys. Underground battle maps are particularly good for the dwarves as well, because they're long and narrow, and the dwarves are really good at taking advantage of that, because normal dwarf army has lots of artillery. I mean, I was able to take advantage of it even without really having a lot of artillery, because it took the enemy forever to get across the map. And also, if you can't get a good flank on a dwarven army, you're gonna have a bad day. Unless you have some really, really, really good line breakers. Like huge-ass monster units. Alright. No. We will refuse this creature. Screw you, creature. Silver Strife, Stonemason. Wow, there wasn't as many messages as I thought there were going to be. 1A. Blood River Valley. We were going to build an engineer building here so we get more Fungineers. Salt sounds good. Can't have enough salt. The vaults. Salt that up. Transylvania. Wyderoth. Get food so we can level this place up faster. Is it something you can just speed up the turn process? Pretty much the only ways you can speed up the turn is to have a faster CPU. But that only goes to a point as well. Like, just if you had like infinite speed CPU, I don't think there would be a point where it just wouldn't be any faster anyway. And faster end turn camera, which I have faster end turn camera, but otherwise you're pretty much stuck with it taking a while. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. There we go.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Let's jump down here, heal up, move down towards this rebellion. See if we can do anything about that. So this is one of the issues with Mortal Empires, obviously, is the there we go. Is the fact that the more factions you get, the slower the turns go, and there is really no way to make it not be slow. Be other faction submission, so there's less factions. Armies secure controlled territories.
What?
It's true. Kill everyone. Then the game will go fast, because everyone is dead. Everyone's dead except me.
Let us begin.
Alright, so this army's basically healed back up again.
No.
Then you gotta go down here and start dealing with this nonsense.
Right, get those cannons moving.
Throw them in there.
Soldiers will be
Run him down here to get
I will not
to rebuild troops.
disgrace my
You.
ancestors. By the grudge bearer's will.
We need 2 cannons, 17, 18, 19. Are we going to be able to get another engineer is the question. We got 6 out of 6 at the moment. I know we have some cities building engineers, but I don't remember where they're at. And so that's going to be going up to level 4. So it's going to be a while before an engineer can pop out. That's going to be a while before an engineer pops out. We already got one there. And nope. Can't do it there. That's already got one. That's already got one. I don't think I have any building. I don't think I have any places with engineer structure where that's like about to level up or something. Doesn't feel like. No. Alright, so we should just not plan to have the engineer. We'll pick the engineer up again later.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Well, actually, first, before we do this, let's move a little bit closer to the place
Let
we're
us
going to
be
move
about
after this.
As the High King commands.
Alright, so we're going to get 2 cannons, and then we'll roll out.
The axe thirsts for war.
Got an unassigned skill point somewhere? Who's got an unassigned skill point? Oh, up over here. Cool. Cool. More charge bonus. It's such a weird thing. It's like, why does an engineer have, like, bonus charge of all things? They're just like... I feel like they just put this in here because this is what all heroes have, or all Dwarven heroes have. They're just like, yeah, we'll give them all the same yellow skills. Despite the fact that charge bonus on an engineer is really quite silly.
One rag. Very well. This may
Oh.
work.
Goodbye.
Moving.
Alright. Well, that stuff's handled.
Master of runecraft. Casting the runes.
I grow restless.
So let's push into...
I'm not gonna die standing here.
Let's push into vampire territory here, I guess. Take this army and shove it
As good as done.
up north.
Armed and ready.
Hi, alright, so we got
Such a thing is impossible.
got Roderick von Messinghoff up here.
I
And a pretty small army of that. Now obviously we got a bunch of armies there.
summon me if you dare.
Heal up. Continue to heal up here. So majority, I think the majority of the forces from the Barrow Legion is like all here. I think this is pretty much what he's got, is this stuff right through here. He probably has a couple more armies like back here somewhere hanging out. But I think this is going to be the brunt of his forces. These 3 armies and then this stuff here.
I refuse.
I suppose I haven't seen Kemmler for a minute, so he's around here somewhere.
I veto.
Kemmler's got a couple armies sitting someplace, I know it. Just not exactly sure where they're located currently. Oh, Oak of Ages. I guess faction-wide trade resources. Sure, go with that. I suppose we also might want to go with the Untainted. Try to knock the foul stench of vampires out of here. Is Malekith controlling Uthwan? I actually haven't been able to see Uthwan, so I don't know who's actually in control of Uthwan at the moment.
I am Malekith, Lord of the Black Tower.
Alright, Malekith, calm down.
Chieftain of
Can
the
I
deep will
get
fear
trade with
me.
you?
Yes, yes.
Trade?
See,
No? Okay.
no.
Be funny. Alright. What happened to the Wood Elves? The Wood Elves got killed by the Barrow Legion. Yeah, Kemmler rolled down through here and nuked the Wood Elves. Amazingly. Amazing. How are we doing objectives right now? Oh yeah, Clan Boulder needs to die yet. Provinces. We got plenty of Slayers. Any of these? Oh, okay. We can get that through alliances. Spine of Sotek. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go for long because I don't want to have to grab all this shit. Basically, it would just be like campaign objectives or extra. Yeah, we'll just do the short campaign victory for this. I don't want to run all around the frickin' planet. It's already turned 279. I don't need to have to go all the way in the jungles of Lustria and stuff like that. Basically, what would happen is I'd just get to a point where I'd throw money at people for alliances anyways and get it through military alliances. So I don't need this to go for 600 turns. So we'll finish up getting these areas here. We'll finish capturing the old world essentially. I've done plenty of dwarven long campaign victories in the past. I think I have like 2 or 3 long campaign victories for various dwarven factions, so. We don't need to go apeshit on this one. Alright. I think that's all I can do this turn.
For the wisdom of Valea. For clan honor. Yes.
Step up here. Step up! Dwarf versus vampires? That's pretty much the extent of it, yeah. That is the long and the short of it. Essentially what happened was it was me versus the Greenskins, right? And so we had to, because we started up in Karak Kadrin, so we fight off the Greenskins to the north, then we fight off the Greenskins to the south. Unfortunately, the Greenskins killed off the other dwarf factions. So then we pushed down, made friends with the Khemri, because they were killing the Greenskins as well, which is why we have that alliance with them, and basically the line through the desert. And then we doubled back onto the vampire counts, which then pissed off the rest of the vampires. Then we ended up fighting all the vampires. Maybe I got a Chrono GG partner code? I do not, unfortunately. But maybe there's somebody in here that does. Actually, I don't know if that's fortunate or unfortunate. I really don't know very little about Chrono GG, so. Oh, goodness gracious. Holy crap. Yeah, we're retreating off this. That's freaking 4 armies. I'm not dealing with that right now. Just figured I would ask in case someone wanted me to support someone. Hey, that's all good. Yeah, I don't really know as far as, like, other streamers as well. Planetary Annihilation and Titans is $5 for the next 10 hours. Oh, nice. Fair enough. Like 4 copies. Oh, here we go. Here we go!